Hey folks, how you all doing? So today, probably a controversial subject, because everyone has their own personal favourites, I guess. But I'm going to try and do my top 20 favourite Beatles songs. Guaranteed that probably 10 of mine are not going to be in your top 20. The same as, everyone who watches this video, your top 20 is not going to be anywhere near mine. So it's just a matter of personal taste at any given time. I'm not going to go into any detail with most of these songs. We all know the songs, but I might mention a couple of things about them as I go through the list. So at number 20, we start off with a track off the White Album, and that's Julia. Just a beautiful little love song, simple as that. Track 19, we also go to the White Album, and that's Cry Baby Cry. It's a very haunting song. Musically and vocally it's very haunting, but it's got a nursery rhyme quality to it. Absolutely love it. I believe John Lennon himself actually hates that song. He thought it was very underdone, very childlike, etc. But I love it. So, yep. Number 18 on my list, we go to the Help album, with You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. It's John's imitation of Bob Dylan. So great song, absolutely love it. Next, number 17 on my list, we stay with the Help album, and I've Just Seen a Face. One of Paul's great songs. Beautiful little folky type, Simon and Garfunkel-ish type song, absolutely love it. Number 16 on my list, it's a standalone single, and that is Lady Madonna. Brilliant lyrics, love the piano work. It's got that New Orleans vibe to it, that Dr. John type New Orleans feel, Leon Russell type feel. Great song, and yeah, just a fantastic Beatles song. Next up, head back to the White Album again. Helter Skelter, heavy, dirty, grungy, noisy scream fest. Absolutely love it. Great thing. One of the greatest songs Paul's ever written and sung, in my opinion. Number 14 on my list, B-side of Hey Jude, and that's the heavy version, the guitar driven version of Revolution. Still love the mellower, dreamy version that's on the White Album, but this heavy version is just has that real power of a Revolution type thing. Number 13 on my list, we go to Magical Mystery Tour, Fool on the Hill, one of Paul's great little jaunty little songs with some deep cutting lyrics. Great stuff. Number 12 on my list, and believe it or not, the only song on my list that comes from the Sgt. Pepper's album, With a Little Help from My Friends. Great song. It's one of those feel good songs, I guess you'd want to call it, and it's Ringo at his finest, pretty much in my opinion. Well, close enough to being his finest. His finest moment to me comes off this album, and it's Yellow Submarine. Again, great song, very nursery rhyme quality to it, and yeah, great Beatles song. It stood the test of time. People still sing along to it. Adults still sing it to their little kids, grandkids, etc. So it's just one of those great songs. Number 10 on my list. This one's actually, it's another B-side of a single. It's the B-side of Get Back. It actually appears on Past Masters Volume 1. Don't Let Me Down. Love John's wailing vocals on this one. Absolutely brilliant in my opinion. Great song. Next up at number 9, we are going to go back to Revolver. One of the greatest songs Paul ever wrote, Eleanor Rigby. Absolute masterpiece of a song, lyrically and musically. It's just absolutely brilliant. Can't knock that song at all. Brilliant stuff. Number 8 on my list, was a standalone single originally in the UK, but it also appears on here. And Penny Lane, one of Paul's finest. Just paints a whole pastiche of what it was like, I guess, in Liverpool back in the day when Paul, John, George and Ringo were growing up. As you look and drive down Penny Lane, great stuff. Next up, number 7 on my list, Rubber Soul, Nowhere Man. Absolute beautiful folk song by John. Brilliant lyrics, can't knock that at all. One of his finest as well. Number 6 on my list, you stay with that album, and it's Norwegian Wood, This Bird Has Flown. What can you say about this? It's, again, another acoustic folk type song. They were really developing their sound around this time. They were becoming more, or John was especially becoming more Dylan-esque with the way he wrote. Great song, can't knock it. Next song on my list at number 5 was actually a standalone single again. A side of a single does appear on here, and it's I Feel Fine. Absolutely love it. Incredible video for it. Love the accidental feedback at the beginning, how it morphed into the song. Great stuff. I Feel Fine at number 5. Number 4 on my list, we are going to go to Let It Be album. Across the Universe. I love the imagery in this song. I love the chanting of the song. I love the out of tune guitars on this song, and I love John's vocals on this song. Absolutely brilliant. I actually wasn't aware that the song was out of tune. I'm not a guitarist by any means, but I actually wasn't aware until only a few months ago when I read something about the song, that they were only mucking around in the studio with this, and it actually was an out of tune guitar that John was singing on. But I think it works perfectly with the song. Great stuff. Across the Universe, number 4. Number 3 on my list. Where are we going from here? Which album are we going to for this one? 1, 2 and 3 on my list. The top 3 songs could go in any order on any given day, but to me they are the 3 standout songs by the Beatles, without a shadow of a doubt. At number 3, comes off Abbey Road, and it's one of the most gorgeous love songs you'll ever hear, and it's George's Something. Absolute masterpiece from the get-go. So many cover versions of this song, and just not enough words can be said about it, and yet everything has been said about it. Great stuff. Number 2 on my list, we go back to this album, the White Album. Again, George Harrison, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Incredible. Just the feel and the vibe of this song is just absolutely brilliant. I don't think George ever wrote a song or had a song sound the same feel as this song does ever in his career, and it just sounds like nothing else I've ever heard. If you can name a song that sounds like While My Guitar Gently Weeps, leave a comment in the comment section below. Otherwise I'll stick with my belief that nothing else has ever sounded like it. And my favourite Beatles song of all time comes off Abbey Road, and again it is George Harrison, Here Comes the Sun. My top 3 Beatles songs are Something, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and Here Comes the Sun. One of the most beautiful, uplifting, summery songs ever written, in my opinion. It's just got a whole summer vibe to it. Another song with a great summery vibe is Long Hot Summer by the Style Council, in my opinion. Just has that light summery breeze wafting through the song, and this one does it absolutely perfectly. After horrible cold dark nights and dreary feel of winter, you got this great uplifting song. just about Here Comes the Sun, Here Comes Summer. Great stuff. So yeah, that's it. Here Comes the Sun, my favourite Beatles song of all time. Anyway, guys, it was just a quick video, just for my own benefit more than anything. Anyway, guys, leave your list in the comments section below. What are your favourite Beatles songs of all time? Are they anywhere, somewhere near my list, or am I miles apart from what your list would be? Have I left out some obvious choices? You know, I think In My Life was very unlucky not to make the list. I think A Day in the Life was very unlucky not to make my list. The whole Abbey Road medley at the end there, that Paul plays live now, Golden Slumbers Carry That Weight at the end, very unlucky not to make my list. I think, to me personally, Octopus's Garden was unlucky not to make my list. So yep, that's all I can say, folks. So many great songs. I think John and Paul wrote well over 200 songs in their time with the Beatles. Probably 100 of those songs could have made a top 20 without a shadow of a doubt. Just great songwriters. But yeah, anyway, guys, leave your comments in the comments section below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Give me the thumbs up. And let me know your favourite Beatles songs in the comments section below. Alright, till next time, guys, stay safe, take care. All for now, catch you around, and bye, folks.